So good morning from Cagdanao Island in the Philippines. We're gonna have some coffee and we're gonna take a look at the beautiful views around here, and I am gonna show you the house. So greetings, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about where we are staying in the Philippines. It's pretty awesome. So what we've got is this house here that we've rented, and you're gonna hear me slurping as I'm having coffee. So we're gonna check out the house, and I know they're gonna be doing some renovations, and so I know the facility is not gonna be available come when we leave. And so therefore, you know what, I'll show you the entire house first, and then we will and then we'll go outside. So entryway, and you're gonna have to forgive the lack, well, first of all, there's the echo, and the second thing is the lack of light, because of course we do not have electricity. The generator is one that I brought and only allows us for, you know, I could run it all night, but it only allows for about 1,000 watts, which is fine. So, and then here's what's funny: the previous people that stayed here, I think the guys that said they were from Poland. So apparently they brought a Christmas tree and just left it. So in fact, we'll probably be leaving some of the stuff that we bring too. But actually, no, that's not true. So the solar and the generator are going to go with Gracie up to her folks' place in the province. So there's the entryway, and off each side of the entryway, while I have some coffee, is a bedroom. So each of them has a split AC unit. Dual room, and then they all of the rooms look out over the water. So this one has two huge French doors that look out over the pool and the end of the Pacific. Tons of, and you know what's funny? So I've mentioned this many times, but he comes up with these very accurate and poignant little statements. So HoboTraveler.com and Andy Lee Graham, he always talks about the number of hangars you don't get when you're traveling internationally. And it was funny, there was like literally this many hangars in here, and the guys showed up with this many down here. We're not even using this room. And then in our room, they showed up with about 20 of them, which was like kind of funny. So each of the rooms have a queen size bed. And then this is the bathroom. Again, this is an island that was, you know, this house was made like constructed like 8 or 9 years ago. But a lot of great ventilation, very few bugs, very few rodents, which is like really cool. And if there was in fact electricity, and I'm told the generator will be fixed in a week or so, then there will be hot water. I can tell you, however, because of where we are and because of where they clearly put the water tank, the water is not cold. It's not blazing hot, but taking a shower is hardly disappointing. So let me close this door. Actually, I'll just leave it open for some ventilation. And then I'll show you the other room over here off of the kitchen. Gracie's making some chicken that we brought. She actually cooked it last night, and then we are, and it was nice. They cruised over. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it there. It's the blue thing. They brought us some, right there. They brought us some propane as well as a stovetop. Very common in the Philippines. This is the second bed room, and also very common, I've noticed traveling in other parts, many parts of Asia, is that they have, and as you can see, I mean, like the place literally hasn't been used. The mattresses are still in plastic. But as common as sort of like the parents' bed and then the kids' bed. And we have the same thing upstairs in our room, which I'll be showing you. It's a great place to store your clothes. And so, there's probably a latch here of some kind. But in any case, what they've done is they did a really good job these are very, very thick doors. And they did a really good job of making them really sturdy. And so even after like 8 years, you know how the salt can totally get to things, it opens, you know, fairly easily, but it's very sturdy. Now the downside is that the reality is that the wind blows here significantly, and so, or at least it did last night. So therefore, you get the noise of the doors sort of banging against each other. Here's another sort of another bathroom. This bathroom is almost identical to the one upstairs in our room, and it has they've made it's kind of like a walk-in closet here. But again, as you can see, you know, there's an imperfect amount of of care that's been taken here. But, you know, I tell you, with like very limited cleaning and some air freshening, because it does not smell, it's not moldy, it's not musty, it could be really, really cool. Now, the other thing that I discovered, I never knew about this in the Philippines, is they have these things called dirty kitchens and clean kitchens. Do they call the clean kitchens or just regular kitchens?
Yeah, that's the stock room.
But this is like stockroom, dirty kitchen kind of thing. Actually, stockroom is actually more accurate. So you would probably like do some laundry in here, and as you can see, at one time they had this washing machine over here that basically doesn't work now. Benji was telling me. But you know, they have a pantry, right? So tons of like storage here, and then it looks out over the backyard, which of course is the remaining 245,000 square meters of the house. The AC units, as I mentioned before, they are in need of repair. I don't know if it were me and it was this house, that would be the backup generator to supplement the other generator that's over there for the whole island. I would have a backup generator just for this house, which you could do for 10,000 watts. You could do it with 10 kVA very easily, and then of course just a nice little area right here where you could have a, I don't know why you would have, I was gonna say, you'd have a sitting area out there, right? Because you'd want a sitting area to basically sit behind your house so you wouldn't have to pay attention to the ocean. And so anyway, so that's the entryway, and here is another part of the entryway. And no, I'm not going to play the Titanic theme in the background as I walk up these stairs. So this brings you to the second floor. I actually thought it was, well, I mean, technically it is a 5-room house. But it's basically a, so here's our bedroom. Now, what you'll see is you'll see this makeshift lighting, because again, there's no generator. So, because I am a geek and an electrical engineer, and I think I've shown you our bathroom before, and then a bunch of storage in here, all the hangers the guys brought, which is totally awesome. But you'll see this lighting installed. So what they did is I showed up with a generator and I showed up with solar panels and a battery, and they took it on themselves to install all of this wiring here, and then there is an equivalent one that I did not show you, which is downstairs, and this goes all the way down, and then the generator is on the other side of that pillar over there, so that we really don't hear it. And so that allows us to have full lighting. I mean, once you have this light in here and the other light downstairs, you can see everything inside the house to have a good experience. These are the solar flashlights I bought. They were 130 pesos, totally awesome, super bright LED. And then there's our solar panel, which then hooks to this little bucket of battery that is currently charging a cell phone. And so as you can see, it's charging, and there's a load on it, and it's got about 12 volts. 12 volts of power, and it comes with the ability to plug in 4 lights, one of which I will show you here. It basically just uses a connector like that, and then you have a 12-volt light that is actually quite bright because, of course, it's LEDs. LEDs, very low energy, super high brightness, and USB output right there. So that's charging Gracie's phone, and so that's the room that we're using. And again, there's another identical room over here with the sort of similar paradigm of parents' bed, kids' bed. But the nice thing about these up here is where they put the, and I believe this is the owner's stuff. He comes here, I think, like, I think 2 to 3 times a year, and I think he's Israeli. I've been referring to him as Mike, which is the name that he's been sort of using for me to, you know, refer to him, and so I'm not quite sure on his exact name, so I apologize for that. But again, you know, they did a great job on the tile in this place. You know, I mean, they have the very Western, you know, soap and dishes, windows open for tons of ventilation. And it is just an all-around super awesome place. Balconies off of each bedroom. This is the smaller balcony. The other room where we are has the biggest balcony. So that's just a little bit of the house. They have some awesome furniture. I mean, these gigantic, super well-made wooden fixtures, basically. And so this is a big couch. These huge wall units for storage. But again, you can see where the weather has kind of, gotten excited over some things that are available here. And so anyway, that's a little bit of the master villa here on Cagdanao Island. So I just thought I'd check in. Thanks for joining me for my morning coffee. And it's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com saying, I hope you're living the dream. Because if you're not living the dream, you're doing it wrong.